What is going on, you guys? Kika here, back with another video, and I know you guys are probably gonna ask, what am I doing? Why are the seats out? Well, you guys guessed it. We are going to bedline the inside of the Jeep because it looks horrendous. Look at this. So let me tell you guys how it all started. It all started because originally we had bought some new seat belts. Because, as you guys remember, we have the new seat belts here. And these are the old ones. And as you guys remember, let's go over here. So you guys remember, so I only had a passenger side seat belt. The one on the right side, which I can't find now, but I think I already threw away. It was broken due to the accident again, and as you guys could see, also that is broken due to the accident. So it was pretty hard hit, I guess. The seatbelt ripped because it was dry rotted. You could tell, I mean, they're a little crusty. They definitely seen better days, but yeah, so it all started because I was going to change out the seat belts. And I started taking it off, and as you guys see all that, see how it looks so bad? It looked worse. There was piles like this all over on this side. This side's a little oxidized. I mean, look at this side. This side has like a thick chunk of grease, dirt, and everything. Back also, it's all scratched up. So I wanted to skip the boring part, you guys, and basically just start taking out the seats. Seat belts are off, center console's out, and I wanted to start sanding everything down for prep. And then I'm gonna vacuum it. I'm gonna rinse it out tomorrow morning, and then maybe in a couple hours tomorrow I can start actually putting it down. Now you guys are gonna probably be upset, but I am going to go with the Rust-Oleum truck bed coating. We are using the spray cans, and we are also going to mix it up with, if I could get the bucket out. So I had bought this originally. Here. So I had bought this originally for the truck, the maroon Silverado. Never put it on, never did anything with it. And now we are going to go ahead and actually put it on the Jeep. Reason being is I'm doing the inside. The inside is not too crazy. I'm not like really worried about it. I just want to make it look better. And we are probably going to paint the Jeep, so I want to make it look halfway decent on the inside and not all crusty like. But yeah, I was going to go with the spray and bed liner, but I'm just going to use this stuff, and the only reason is because the inside I'm not really too worried about. I don't care about it. I just need it to look a little bit better, and reason being is we're probably not going to keep the Jeep very long. I never keep anything very long unless it's like a newer car. So I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff on the Jeep to try it out. If it looks pretty decent, I'm going to do it on the Silverado, and then we can actually learn some stuff along the way, because on the inside you can't really tell, you know what I mean? You don't see a whole lot of the inside. Also, I'm going to use this Dupli-Color roller, and if not, tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I'm going to buy one of those hoppers and maybe just use one of those to use the compressor and just do it that way, because I know it doesn't need to have a lot of pressure. My compressor doesn't work that great, so I know whatever pressure comes out of it, it'll be just fine. I think they're only like 20 bucks. So a lot of people were using that. They literally just put the whole gallon in there and then just go to town on it. But yeah, and I guess that'll make it easier instead of doing it with the roller, because the roller you can only get to certain areas, and if not, you have to use a paintbrush or the spray. If I use the spray, it's not going to look the same. If I go along with the hopper, the whole thing, it's probably going to look halfway decent, which is what I wanted to do to the Silverado. But so I took out everything, as you guys saw. The only thing that I'm doing for prep is I'm using a wire brush and sandpaper. I'm going with I believe it's 220 or 320, probably both, just to rough it up a little bit, scuff it, make sure it's going to hold. I'm doing that tonight. I'm probably going to finish tomorrow morning, which is Saturday, and then we can probably rinse it out, we'll vacuum it, rinse it out, degrease it, and then start spraying it once it dries. So I'm hoping I can do all this over the weekend. And I really want to start driving the Jeep, but it looks crusty, you guys. And I know it's a rough Jeep off-roading thing, but I want to make it look halfway decent before we take it off-roading. But I might just do the bed liner, and then we can take it out for a little bit. And then meanwhile, we'll start gathering the paint products, and then we can go from there. But also another thing I'm probably going to do is install some LED lights on it, or HID lights on the front, the headlights. And if not, I have some that I was going to also install in the Silverado. They were like 30 bucks with the switch and everything. 2 pods, and then I think it's like a 8-inch bar. So here are the pods, and then the bar. Not huge, but it's probably about 12 inches, I'd say. So we're gonna probably put the bar right here. Pods are probably gonna go right here, and I'm probably gonna swap those out with some LEDs also. They're only like 40 bucks. Everything is pretty affordable on the Jeep. There's only certain weird odd things that cost a lot. I'm also debating if I should buy a rear seat. Found one for like 50 bucks. But also I'm going to start probably painting the interior and getting rid of the tan. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, sorry to keep blabbering. But I'm gonna been using this wire brush, some sandpaper, and I'm going to town on it, especially where it's like oxidized, and then we can go from there. So I'll probably finish this up. I just wanted to give you guys a look of everything, how it looks, and when it's finished we'll go over it all over again. I'm probably gonna take off this too, this, and then all the wiring, but I'm down to the last of it. I'm also gonna do the bed there, or the tailgate cover, and I'm also gonna take off this so we can do it if we're gonna do it with that hopper. So yeah, you guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow and we will continue this video. Alright, so we finally got this thing all scuffed. I did the best I could here, although I feel like I could have done a little bit better. But everything is scuffed down. I covered up all the holes, all the bolts. The roll bar I'm going to leave on because I want to do the bottoms. And then I'm going to do the top probably up to here. And I'll do those with like a spray can. But the inside's all set. And as you guys can see, I took off the rear third wheel. And then that way I can actually probably just going to be able to just through here. I was going to take it off and then like tape it all down, but I feel like that was going to be more work. So I'm just going to do it like this. The only thing I guess I didn't tape up was the brackets for the rear seat, I believe that is. But it's alright. And then that little piece of wire harness, which I'm probably just going to tape up like this so I can cover that bottom. But yeah, and then the shifter section, I left that because it has a plate on the back that I definitely want to get. I left the gas pedal. I'm going to put a little bit of grip on that, you know, because it's a little slippery sometimes. And yeah, this wire harness too, I'm going to tuck it up here. Just like that. And yeah. But yeah, I covered up all the like screw holes and stuff like that. Dang it, come on. So, stay. It's not gonna stay. Oh well. But yeah, I covered up the dash. Everything's good now. So yeah, I got it all taped up. We're gonna go ahead and just use the gravity texture gun here. I'm gonna pour the whole gallon in there. Actually, I'm gonna pour a little bit just to see what's gonna happen, because if not, worst case scenario, I'm doing it with the roller, and I'm gonna probably go get another bucket. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you guys how it's going after I put that in. Alright, you guys, I put a little bit in the gun, and I'm gonna try and see how it sprays. Okay, you guys, this is gonna turn out just great. Let's load it up with actually a decent amount, or the whole thing. Probably the whole thing. Even got a holder. Alright, get this thing over with. There we have it, you guys. There are a couple of spots. It looks way worse in camera, actually. It does look pretty decent in person. There are just some big old blotchy spots, and that's when it was like running out. The main area that I couldn't get was here, in between. Like I couldn't hold it a certain way for it to actually feed it. Alright guys, this is the finished product. I don't think it looks fantastic, but I think it looks pretty decent for what it is. It's definitely rough. Here it just looks a little dirty because of my shoes. But yeah, I even put a little bit on here. And then we had seat belts, you guys, but this one was broken, and then I bought some, but they're too short. So I reordered those, and then I think I'm gonna go back to the bikini top for the winter, because it's not that bad for winter here. But yeah, this is it, you guys. I think it turned out pretty good. I started putting the seats on because I was trying to figure out the whole seatbelt situation, and the camera had died. But I mean, it's not like pointy texture, but it's definitely like texture, like it's rough. I think there's just some spots that are like really like blotchy, I guess you could say. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's kind of chunky, I guess. But I think it looks good. Like, see right here, you can kind of see what I was talking about. It's like really blotchy. It's like where the gun was like kind of sticking or didn't have enough pressure. I was probably still trying to figure out how much to put. But yeah, it would spit out pretty fast, as you guys probably saw in the video. So it was decent. I think it's not, I don't think it's bad at all. You know? I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, and then on here, I did these with like the spray can. But I think it looks pretty good. I think I need to go right here because this was actually like this. But yeah, and then when my seat belts come in, I'll put those in. I'm probably going to try to clean these up, if not reorder a set, because you can see they're pretty rough up there. But yeah, looks pretty damn good. Here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Just so you guys can see what it's gonna look like. I think this side looks pretty crappy because there's some spots like here look super chunky, just because I think this was the first side I was trying to hit when I was testing out the different pressures, but you guys can't see it right now because it's kind of shady right there. But yeah, you guys, we're getting there. I'm debating. I'm probably gonna paint this black because it looks really crappy. I'm gonna paint it with some vinyl paint. I probably am gonna just stick it back here. If not, I'm gonna try and figure out a custom center console and then just add like some cup holders to it. That'd be awesome. I definitely want a cup holder. But yeah, we're gonna get it cleaned up and then fix everything so everything looks good, you guys. Probably gonna put the rear flares back on, at least the rear ones. I need to fix the dents still, or the kinks in the fenders, and then so we could actually start sanding the rest of the Jeep and then painting it, because I feel like once we paint it the tan color, this is gonna look like really ridiculous. But yep. Some tips I would recommend is definitely do it in an open environment. I noticed that with it being in the garage, I had 2 fans on, but they were pretty small, and it was pretty strong, even with the garage like mostly open. I should have done it on the side of my house where I had space, but I didn't think about it smelling that bad. But again, it is like paint, so there's that. And then my compressor was not working at its full potential. I know I definitely need a new one, but it just doesn't hold pressure. But it does make pressure. I don't know how much exactly it was making, but it was enough to make it look pretty decent. I know it probably could have looked better if I had a decent compressor. The one I have is like 30 gallons, and it's I believe maximum at 155 psi, but then again, I don't know if it was actually even throwing out, you know, the maximum or what it actually was. I was trying to get one of those paint guns that had the what is it called, the like little valve on the side of it, like the regulator. I'm not sure what the proper term is, so you can actually like turn the PSI and see how much you're actually gonna put out there. So like how I said, I didn't have anything like that. I've seen people put them on. I was just kind of using the gun. Where is it? So I was just using the gun right here, and this is pretty much your what you're using to regulate the pressure of it. So on the back, I think I still have the notes up here actually, or the manual. I'll go over it with you guys because that way we can make sure. Yeah, look, fluid control knob. So that's the back piece right here. And then afterwards, I would recommend running some lacquer through it to clean it out. I did, and then I also did with a little bit of water. But this stuff is like super chunky, so it's hard to like clean out all the way, and it gets like super sticky. But that's what I did. Yeah, I think if I were to do it next time, I could do it with a roller, and it'd probably turn out pretty decent still too. That's what I was going to use. I actually just tried a piece, but I didn't really see a huge difference, I'm sure, until I actually roll it on the whole thing. But I'm going to definitely do it on the truck. I just want to make sure my compressor is decent to actually put out enough PSI. If not, I'm going to get one of those little regulators. But yeah, you guys, I think it turned out pretty good. I'm not complaining. I had the gallon, so at some point I wasted money for it, but it was just sitting there. And then all I did was buy the gravity, the texture spray gun or gravity feeder. But yeah, that was $35 at Harbor Freight. I believe the gallon, originally I bought it for like 50 bucks. I think now they're like at $65. And I had a coupon, so I think I got it for 30. And same thing with the gallon of bed liner. I think I got it for like 40 bucks or something, because originally I think it was 50. I've had it for a while. And then this, the little roller, if you guys do decide to use this, it was the Dupli color roller. I don't know where the part number is, but I'm sure I showed you guys the bag before. That was probably like 8 bucks. So in all, it's not a huge investment. Definitely like $100 of a bed liner kit if you DIY it, and you can come up with it yourself and do a decent job on the Jeep. I'm sure you can probably do the whole bed with one of those. You might need maybe like 1.5, just depending on how big the actual bed is, and actually get it done. And probably like tape and materials. I had those, so probably like maybe another 15 bucks. Like I said, it's definitely like around $100 to bedline the Jeep. That's like on a real budget, even though I'm sure that they sell kits and they're probably like 120, 140, which the bed liner is better, but then you got to take into consideration if you have a good compressor, tape, and then, you know, paper to wrap everything, and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think it turned out bad, you guys. Definitely hit that like button. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Definitely a lot more videos coming out, you guys. I always say that because I always got a bunch coming out, but I need to record and edit. So appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Peace, y'all.